Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to talk about America Recycles Day and also specifically recycling electronics, which doesn't always come to our mind when we think about recycling. My guest is Sarah Bowman from Versability. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
America Recycles Day, is that like a new thing?
It's come about in the past few years. It's actually a national initiative to really get businesses and individuals to start thinking about the many different ways to recycle. We've all heard about paper recycling, but there are so many other things you can recycle, including electronics. So it's a day to just talk about recycling.
I think that's the cool thing is that, many of us know at home what we can recycle.
Right.
And maybe in our office there's a little blue bin for recycling paper, but electronics never comes to mind.
Exactly.
Why should I not throw my old iPad or my old computer in the dumpster?
There are harmful materials in electronics. So if you put it in a landfill, if it goes in the trash can, it goes to the landfill, there are components that can leak out and really damage the environment. So we developed at Versability a program that protects the environment by recycling electronics while creating jobs for people with disabilities.
That's like a twofer. That's awesome. That really works together. And Versability has been recycling computers for years.
We have.
That's been one of your things, but I would imagine that's a program that is growing as we use up more computer. I mean, they have a life of 3 to 5 years tops, and then you've got this thing that is no longer functioning that you can't get rid of easily.
Exactly. We're really working to grow this line of business. We've had it the past few years, and it started small, but as we have more conversations with businesses and individuals, they're learning about us, and we're able to grow this program. We just need the volume now. We have a steady group of employees that come to work every day, eager to work and get the job done, and now we just need more electronics. So when we go out and talk to groups, we always start the conversation by saying, do you have closets of electronics? Do you have to step over old electronics? And most people say, yeah, but we don't know what to do with them.
Right.
So we have a solution.
We have some in the front closet you
they
can take with you today.
About it. I already talked to them. I gave them my business card. And we do pickups for large quantities. And so your team has already said, all right, bring your truck back and we'll do a pickup. And one concern people have is my data going to be secure? Because our lives are on our computers and on our phones now. And we've invested in technology and equipment that actually completely erases the hard drives. And then we have another component that shreds them. So it's a double dose of protection for you. So when you recycle with us, your items will be securely disposed of, but also that all of your data will be destroyed.
That's really helpful because some of us aren't so good at computers. Like I think I can restore my factory settings and wipe everything, but if somebody who knew something came in, they could probably find it in the cache or find the old backup and all that kind of thing. So it's tricky for those of us who don't know what we're doing.
It is, and that's why we're here with a solution. And there are all kinds of things that we can recycle. So it's not just computers. Cell phones, we're really getting into that now.
You said phones, and I thought, oh, that didn't occur to me.
Yes,
because a lot of times,
phones.
and I'll put a plug in, a lot of battered women's shelters or other programs can reuse phones, but you might have one that doesn't work, and then you can't donate it. So
exactly. If they don't work, if they're really old, that's one question that people ask. I have a phone, but it's one of the old school flip phones. Can I recycle that? Yes, we can recycle. The older, the better.
So there are hazardous things in there that you guys pull out.
Yes.
Are there some things though that are good that you can resell or that can be reused or anything like that inside there?
It's surprising, a lot of the components can be reused. And so our team of individuals with disabilities disassembles each electronic component. So they'll take it apart, they take all the screws out, all the components completely. And then we work with vendors that are able to reuse the components, reintroduce them into the production stream. And so you wouldn't think that there are so many things living inside a phone or a computer that can be reused.
Well, you have to have patient people to deal with. I mean, there's tiny little things in there.
There are, and that's why we have our skilled employees with disabilities. While they might have a disability that poses challenges in their lives, they're extremely focused when it comes to work. And so tasks like disassembling a computer that I know I would get bored of or change my direction or just after the repetition would just drive me crazy, they love it and they thrive in that kind of work. And so that's why our employees with disabilities are so skilled at this. We have one young lady, one young lady can disassemble 13 electronics in a 6-hour time period. It's 13 computers, which is a huge accomplishment.
It is. And you guys have a pretty large staff devoted to this now, right?
We do. Right now we have 19 employees that are part of the e-recycling business, but we want to hire more people. We hire students with disabilities as part of our Transition to Work program, and we're really trying to grow our electronics recycling program so we have more jobs for students. So right now we need volume. We need more electronics. So we are challenging businesses to really take a look at their inventory and see what they can recycle with us. We do a lot of work with the City of Hampton already.
I was going to say, I've seen it where the computers pile up on the first floor of City Hall, and then you guys come get them, or we drop them. I don't know which.
I think it's a little of both. So we can come pick up. You can bring them to our site in Hampton. We have different computer electronics recycling drives and collection events throughout the community. So there are many ways you can get us your electronics. Just get them to us, please.
Okay, so does it cost us anything if we come drop off a computer?
For some items, for televisions and computer monitors, just because there's some hazardous materials in there that we get charged for. So it's just the big TVs that we have to charge for. But a list of all of what we charge for and all the electronics we accept is on our website.
That is great. And again, you know, in Hampton, most of this doesn't go to the landfill, but it does go to the trash to steam plant. And you want to keep those hazardous materials out of that too, because then they drop to the bottom and there's heavy metals, and it all has to be disposed of somewhere. So better to do it in the more responsible way.
Exactly. So you're protecting the environment, but you're also creating jobs for people with disabilities.
And this is year round. We might be focusing on America Recycles Day, which is November 15th.
Yes.
Right now, but again, Earth Day, you know, I think the second holiday is it's like halfway around the calendar from Earth Day. So if you start to forget, it's a nice reminder that you have to think about recycling, reusing, and reducing what we throw away.
Exactly. And we operate this, like you said, year round. And we see the spikes around Earth Day or when spring cleaning starts, and even around the holidays when people get new electronics.
Right, especially after the holidays when you bring in that new TV, you bring in that new computer.
But we will take it any time of the year.
Okay, and you are conveniently located.
We are very conveniently located right off the interstate, off of Aberdeen Road. We're at 2520 58th Street in Copeland Industrial Park.
And you don't even need an appointment for a drop-off, right? Unless you have something, you know, complicated or giant or truckload or anything.
You can give us the call ahead, but we're there Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. Bring us your electronics. And like I said, if you have a big carload, if you have a closet full like you all do here, we will gladly come and pick up. So give us a call.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I hope you will remember that recycling is more than paper and aluminum cans. And don't dispose of that TV or phone or computer or other electronic device by just throwing it to the curb or throwing it in the bin. Remember Versability and find a way to get that taken care of properly. Thank you for watching.